Got first like. Who is it? Who's there? Is it Julie? Or is it Lee M? Miss Magpie. Hello. Miss Magpie says, good morning, Guy and Elsa. Good morning, Mrs. Magpie. Oh, God. Elsa's gone off chasing after another dog. How are you, Mrs. Magpie? It's a bit cloudy today. Sorry to disappoint only me. That's right, Mrs. Magpie. You're always welcome here, Mrs. Magpie. Or Miss Magpie, I keep saying Mrs. No, get off. Hey, no, no. Miss Magpie says, so glad you got Elsa back. Was she okay? Not hurt? No, she wasn't hurt. But it just worries me sometimes because she does the same thing when she sees a deer. She'll run after the deer. And I can't, say if she now saw something while I'm standing here, I can't walk off anywhere. I can't go and, I have to stand here until she comes back. She'll remember where she's ran off from, but I'll have to stand here calling her name and blowing the whistle until she comes back. And that could be sometimes 10 minutes, 5 minutes. But no, she wasn't hurt. She ran off chasing pheasants. But no, like I say, I have to. If she runs off wherever I'm standing, and she runs off to go and chase something, I have to stand there and wait for her to come back. But Miss Magpie says those cliffs are dangerous. I can understand why you were worried. Yeah, I did start to climb down the cliff because some of them are sheer drops, and some of them are like steep slopes. So I did start to climb down, but when I did, she came back. She ran back up. Andy says, "Where are you?" We're in Norfolk Cromer, in England. Miss Magpie says, "My dog Lecter is the same. He runs off after animals." Yeah. Ross Hamilton, what part of the UK are you in? We are in North Norfolk. North Norfolk. Matthew, hello, MD Media. I'll be listening while I drive home. Thanks, Matthew. Miss Magpie says, travel safe, MD Media. Scaptato says, with the whistle, a really good idea is to use a high value treat, something she loves but doesn't get too often. She then learns to come back for that treat. Hope that helps. Thank you. Yeah, I do know that. I just don't bother carrying the treats with me, which is a bit silly. Protaggen Red says hello. Lemon Lime says hello. Hello all. We are in England, North Norfolk, at the on the coast, where I could show you something actually. We'll go and walk back this way. Look, I'll show you something. It's to do with the war times, World War Two. So this would have been an old World War bunker that sat here, but it's been demolished, probably for safety reasons. Because it was probably fallen down. But that's an old World War bunker. MD says, looks like another nice day for you. Yeah, it's a little bit cloudy today, Matthew, but it's the sun's starting to try and get through, so it's getting a bit warmer. Is it night? It's PM where you are, isn't it, MD? It's got to be probably early hours of the morning, probably 1 o'clock in the morning for you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Miss Magpie says there is normally more underground on the bunkers. Have you looked for another entrance? I have done before, but that one has been demolished. But I'm now going to show you something which you just said, Miss Magpie, are the ones that are underground. Now, when we get over here, I'll show you. Give us a few minutes because we've got to walk down there yet. Art fan says hello. Sorry, I just got on this live stream. Or you lost? No. 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 Hey, get off! Ow! Stop it! Bloody dog. Let's hope the signal stays on. Miss Magpie says, I love looking for hidden history. It's everywhere if you look hard enough for it. Yeah. Alexis, thank you for subbing. Art fan says, sorry if I am a little annoying. Sorry. Never mind. Never mind. So, this slope here, to stop the World War Army tanks coming up here, they put concrete blocks, which is where you can see where the cobblestones are missing. See where the cobblestones are missing? They would have put concrete blocks there to stop the army tanks coming up. And I think where these bricks are here, they would have been either old caves or where they would have shot guns out of. But like you was just saying, Miss Magpie, the underground ones, if we get these steps, I'll show you. Art fan says, wow, that's cool. I love learning about the army and lots of old history. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? So when we get up here, Miss Magpie was saying about underground bunkers. Now, to access this underground bunker, you would have had to have gone into this building, this house. Underneath here, there was a bunker. So there would have been guns pointing out of here to shoot the German planes out of the sky. So, and it's all under here. So whether it's been filled in or not, I don't know. But there you go. You can see it a bit more clearly from here, where the concrete blocks would have been. Art fan says, do you think I'm a little annoying? Actually, don't answer that. Miss Magpie says, I would love to get in there and for a look. Yeah, so would I, Miss Magpie. It would be interesting, wouldn't it? It would be very interesting. Stray Kids says hi. Hello, Stray Kids. So yeah, all the houses along here, they all have underground rooms. And then we'll take a walk along the path where we just was, and I'll show you some more World War II bits if you still have the time to stay here. UG12 says, where are you? We're in North Norfolk in England. Art fan says, don't answer that. I said I am annoying. Don't answer that. Alright. Don't comment then. Miss Magpie says, there are tunnels under Newcastle. I've been in them. That sounds pretty cool, Miss Magpie. Come here. Come. Sorry, mate. Go on. Some bloke put his cup of tea on the ground on the floor, and Elsa just went to go and drink it. Miss Magpie says there are some in Hexham, also under the Abbey, but they are still excavating them. I've been down in them also. Oh, cool. That's quite cool. That's pretty cool. Gussie, Gussie. Yeah, there's some. There used to be an old air base a few miles away from here, and when I was younger, um, yeah, when I was younger, you could. There was an old war bunker on that airfield, and you could just about get into it. And we got into it, and it was flooded with water, but you could still sort of walk around it slightly. But there was bats all on the all clinging to the walls. There's loads of bats. There's loads of them. But the farmer who owns that land was slowly filling it in. So I did go there a couple of years ago to go and have another look, but the farmer's filled it in completely now. He's left a tiny little hole there, so the bats can still come and go. But Miss Magpie says, I used to explore all the time when I was younger. Never saw a keep out sign and couldn't ignore it. Yeah, exactly. Same here. Harvey Pope says hello. Miss Magpie says, I was surprised he could do that. Bats are protected by law. I know. He's filled it in. To me, it looks like he's filled it in to stop people going in there. Probably because of insurance purposes. If someone was to go in there and get hurt, they could claim compensation or whatever because it's his land. But he has left a gap where you could probably get. Elsa would be able to go in there. So it's a hole not big enough for a human to go down, but big enough for a little Jack Russell to go down, or a small dog. So I think he's left that little opening there for the bats, because like you say, bats are protected by law. Harvey Pope says, bro, I love you, and I only just joined. Cheers, mate. Thanks. You have a look at my short videos, and or play the playlist. I've got 2 playlists. You can play them. They're pretty. You might find some interesting things on there. You might not. The short videos are pretty. Some pretty good short videos, and I uploaded one yesterday. Oh, goodbye. You can piss off, whoever you are. So anyway, Harvey says, where are you? We're in North Norfolk in England, UK. So this building here was used in World War II as a artillery shell um, um, like a warehouse. So underneath they would have kept ammunition, bombs, things like that. And at the top they would have had a lookout and probably radio station in there, so they could watch the German planes come in off from the ocean. Up here, this would have had a gun sitting on it, a big machine gun. You can see where the two metal mounts are here, which would have had the machine gun situated. It could have been a machine gun or a gun that fires big bombs, but I imagine it would probably just been a machine gun sat there. But that is where Lorinda says, I don't, what are we doing? I don't understand. We're on a walk. We're walking along the coastal path in North Norfolk in England. I've just shown you, you can rewind this live stream and you can see where we've been. Harvey Pope says, wow, that's such a good view. Yeah. We'll walk right up to the lighthouse and you'll see a better view from there. Miss Magpie says, hunting elephants, Linda. Lorinda, sorry, Lorinda. Harvey says, you might have seen me, I'm going there now. Harvey, where are you? What town am I in? Harvey, what town am I in? If you're saying I might see you because you're going there now, what town am I in? Harvey says, I don't know. So you're lying. Harvey says, my brain doesn't go that far back. Right. There used to be war bunkers down in here. They used to start off, it used to be a lime kiln, which is where they do heat up clay pots to make them hard. That would have been down there. It's quite a steep hill. But, after it was used as a lime kiln, the army used it as a building to use. All right, Harvey. Cheers. Bye bye. Stevie, England. Any wild garlic there? Yes, there is. There's loads of it in the woodland. Anyway. Morning. There has been the Asian people going in the woodland area, picking the wild garlic, probably taking it back to use in their restaurants, their soup, put it in their soups or whatever to make it taste garlicky. Stevie England says, I'm struggling to find any near me. Man, there's that much wild garlic in this side of the woods and over in that side of the woods to feed an army, to feed the whole town. There's that much of it, but it's all now gone into flowering, so it's seeded now. So I wouldn't say it's as good as when it first started sprouting. Finley Rona, hi, I'm from Wales. Hello to Wales. I know there's a YouTuber in Wales, in Abergavenny, called Gravity Core Fitness. They do fitness. That's a good channel. Mark, his name is Mark, and what's his wife's name? Oh dear, can't remember his wife's name now. Got Mark and Joe. Mark and Joe.
Hi again.
Hello. Steve England says, I'm looking in the wrong places probably. I don't know, mate, but you know when you found it because it stinks of garlic. It smells of garlic, even when you're walking past it. So my bottles are clinging. Miss Magpie says wild garlic stinks. It's all over the UK. Yeah, it is, Miss Magpie, and it does stink. Like I was just saying, if you're walking through the woodland this way, there's loads of it, and it just stinks. It smells of garlic. But the only problem is, right, all these people keep picking it and taking it home to eat. But I hope they wash it well, because all the dogs, everybody walks their dogs in here, and there's that many dogs that probably piss on the wild garlic. I wouldn't pick it. I know one little area around here, which is over that way, which is right at the far end of the woods, which no one walks down there because there's nothing to walk down there. There's no pathways. But I know there's a little bit down that way, which there aren't any dogs or animal, or there's probably wildlife that go down there, obviously, but there aren't no dogs that go down there. So they would be the best ones to pick, because you know it's not going to have dogs peeing on it. Prob, hello Prob. Miss Magpie says, maybe just looking at the wrong time, February to June. Prob says, like done. Stevie England says, yeah, you're right. What, right about the dogs peeing on it? Yeah, can you see the flowers over there? All the bluebells. That's what that purpleness is. It's a meadow. That's the lighthouse up there. Prab says, very beautiful place. Thanks, Prab. Miss Magpie says, you can grow your own garlic easy. From one shop brought bulb, you get 8 plants. Star Time Clip says hello, hello. Stevie England says I like the idea of foraging. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Can you see though? I was saying on my last live, Miss Magpie, that all the brown stuff will go green. Can you see that it's now starting to? The bracken's starting to grow a lot quicker now. Black Bike Guy says, "What's going on today, man?" We're just having a walk with Elsa. This is Elsa. Just having a walk. If you can rewind on the live or rewatch the live stream once it's finished, or you can even do it now. We did go and have a look at some old World War II bunkers and different bits and bobs. You'll have to have a look if you're interested. Miss, hang on, right. Tanaka says I want to ask you right now. I want to ask you right now. Who is the favourite footballer under? I don't follow football, mate, so I don't know. Football's fucking boring. Football is boring. It's boring. Finley says, what breed is Elsa? She's a Jack. Stevie England says, looks very nice around there. It's alright, it's nice. It is nice, especially this time of the year. Yeah. Black Bike says, Elsa's a great dog. She is, Black Bike, she is a very good dog. Look, she's waiting. She thinks we're going to go down that way, down the steps, but we're not. We're going to go up here because somebody said the view was nice. I can't remember who it was now. Tanker says, I want to ask you right now, which country are you from right now? To us, to which? We're in England. You just write a normal message. You don't have to keep saying the same thing. It's stupid. Just say a normal sentence, mate. Finley says my friend's nickname is Elsa because his name is Ezra. Oh, right. Ezra. Tanker says the same thing again. Look, here we go. Look. Tanker, I want to ask you right now, which country are you from? No, I'm not from London. Rewatch the live, mate, and then you can see here where I said that we are. Stevie England. Hang on. Me Purple. Call me Purple. Says hello. Hello. Bob says hello. Hello. Stevie England says, I'm just waiting for it to warm up a bit. Then I'll take the dog out and see if I can find anything about. Good idea, Stevie England. Good idea. It is warm out here now, mate. It's warm out here now, especially if you're walking with your dog. You soon get warm. Call me Pet says, how are you doing? All right, thank you. How are you? Oh, dear. I'm surprised Liam isn't here. She said that she'd not seen my live streams recently, which is true. Miss Magpie says, live from Timbuktu. Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. Yeah, exactly. Damn. Got some water when I get up here. It's going to be warm today. What was it, nearly 9 o'clock in the morning? Call me Petals is good. Miss Magpie says he found her under a cabbage leaf. Stevie England says, yeah, about 20 today again, I think. It is inland, 20 degrees, but the coast will be about 15, I reckon. The more inland you go, there's less wind. But when you're at the coast, you get more breeze because it comes off the sea, off the ocean. Tanker says, go on, Tanker. I'm not even going to bother reading that. Unlikely Lemon says, you. Yo, you. Apperson says, whereabouts on the coast are you? We're in North Norfolk, in England. Whereabouts are you from? What we got here? 6, 7. Tanker says, Tanaka, says, I want to ask you right now, and he sang 7. Oh, right, whatever. This is where Elsa disappeared the other day down the cliff, chasing pheasants. Miss Magpie says, so, tell me what you want. What you really, really want. Really want, I wanna, ha, I wanna, ha, I wanna, ha, I wanna, really, really wanna, zig a zig, ha. He must be a Spice Girls fan. Yeah, probably. Bong lover. Yeah, I used to smoke bongs, but not anymore. He says, stop the boats. I tell you what, mate, if you want to stop the boats, go and buy a gun and get yourself a boat and fucking shoot boats and pop them so they sink. Simple. Apperson says, I knew you was exactly where you are. I used to live in East Runton. I was a member of Cromer lifeboat crew in the 80s and 90s. Are you up by the Cromer Lighthouse? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we've got a local here. Nice one. Hey, Apperson, cool. Here, look. There you go. Look, there's the Cromer lifeboat house where the big lifeboat is in. Apperson on the pier. Miss Magpie says, Tanaka, late messages sounds like song lyrics. Honora says hello, 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 Honora. And at the moment, Apperson, we are on the Cromer golf course, the Royal Cromer golf course. Hang on then, Apperson, you said you know me. You know me. So, Apperson, you're heading towards Overstrand, Munsley. Yeah, that's right. Apperson, so who am I? You said you know me. Who am I? Do I know you? If you know me, then I must know you. But then saying that, there's a lot of people that know me, but I don't know them. So, Tanaka, I want to ask you right now, which country are you born in? Why you have a dog? I have a dog because it's my therapy dog. To get me out of the house, to keep me feeling okay. Lalia, Lali, and you don't know me. So, yeah, I'm from UK. Apperson says, no, I didn't say I know you. I knew the area very well. I have lived there all. Oh, have you lived there all your life? Yeah, I've lived here all my life. Quite a few years. Yep. Hemi Beach, England, for the English. High vote, low, millions must go. Yeah. Hemi Beach, are you from Hemsby? Are you from Hemsby? Hemi Beach. Lalia, where are you from in the UK? Am I in a farm? No, we're not in a farm. We're at the. You can see we're on the coast on the beach. Hemi Beach says I'm not brother. I'm up north. All right, nice. Yorkshire, north. Are you in Yorkshire? Because you just said brother. That sounds to me like you're from Yorkshire or Bradford way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lali, Lalila, Lalila says Norfolk. Are you in Norfolk? Are you? Oh God, where's she gone? She's seen something. She's disappeared again. Look. There she goes. Look. Lalia, yeah, you're in Norfolk. Whereabouts are you in Norfolk? Are you where I am? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Lalia, Lalila, Lalila, Lalila. Apson says, do you remember when caravans in East Runton and West Runton, my grandparents used to run caravan transport service? My uncle still does. He's in Overstrand. Oh, right. I don't remember caravan transport. I don't know. I don't. No, I don't. I'm not pronouncing your name right. So, La Ila, La Ila, La Ila. Is that right? La Ila. Or is it Layla? Layla. Is that right? Tanaka, another surfed player who played for uh, Leela. Leela, I subbed, and Leela isn't right. Layla isn't right or like. Melane Stairdrop, where says where you live is so pretty. We are in England, in North Norfolk. We're on a golf course at the moment, but it's Sunday morning, so there's not anybody playing here at the minute. There, there, Layla is the correct name. Layla. I have a niece called Layla. My brother's daughter is called Layla. Usually, if you look on my other lives, we do go down here fossil hunting where the rocks are, but you can see there's not many rocks visible at the moment because the sand has covered them all up. And I go fossil hunting down there. Layla says, "Oh, cool." Tanaka, why you haven't a dog your picture? Because that's what the channel's about. Me taking my dog for a walk, which is what we're doing right now. But I'm only showing you around where I am. So Layla says, scuba, scuba, scuba. Is that where you're from? Scuba. Is that near Skegness? Daniel says, what's happening? Layla says, nope. Go on then, Layla, give us a clue what part of England you're in. Marnie says, hello. Layla says, it's a Mimi. What's a Mimi? I'm not that young, so I don't know what all these modern things are. Layla. Apperson says, that bracken is great fun. Lol. Yeah. Did you know? You get the what are they called? What are they called? Well, basically, my uncle taught me this when I was younger. if you get a bit of bracken, pull it out of the ground, take off the leaves, and then you can get the wild things which have like they're hollow inside. You get one of them, snap it off, and you can put the bracken in the thing and then use it to throw the bracken at people. Rebecca, hello Rebecca. Miss Magpie says, that not how you say Mimi? Rebecca, we are in North Norfolk in England. A meme, Staredrop says, a Mimi is just like a funny short video. Oh, right. Layla says, 24 Darlene Place. Don't come there. That's where I live. What are you saying that for? The man says, sup, I'm new. Hello, welcome. Miss Magpie says, no personal information in the chat, please. Thanks, Miss Magpie. Oh, dear. Staredrop, just read that. Miss Magpie says, protect your privacy. Oh, dear. Absence says, is the old Coast Guard lookout still along the path there? Yeah, it is, but someone's brought it and turned it into a house. But it looks exactly the same, but they've just people live in it now. But did you know previously, Apperson, before it was a lookout house, it was built in the World War II times, probably 1940s, I'd imagine, and it was used as a artillery for the army. They would have had the lookout at the top, and then underneath they would have had the ammunition, like the bombs and stuff like that. Staredrop says, bless you, thank you very much. Tio, yes, this is coast. We're at the beach, or on the coastal path. Topic choice, now are you today? Come here, here. Come here. Howling at some bloke. I wanna Tajiko says so pretty. Ryan Walker, hello. He says I'm back. Hello Ryan. How are you? Starting to warm up now. Time is at 9:20. Apperson says, oh really? No, I didn't know that. My uncle used to be in the Coast Guards. Oh right. Yeah, all the old Coast Guard huts now, Apperson, have been sold off, and they've built new modern ones, which yeah, they've built new modern ones, which are just like sheds really. Columbro says hello, hello. Minecraft Fortnite says hello, how are you? Alright, thank you, how are you? Ryan Walker says, do you remember me? Yes, I do remember you, Ryan. Gelly Boy says hello. Hello. Minecraft. Fortnite says I'm good. Good. Well, we haven't seen Liam here today, which is unfortunate, and we haven't seen we haven't seen Elsa here. Shelley Cortez, she's called, but her name is Elsa. We haven't seen her here today, and we haven't seen. Who else haven't we seen? Miss Mary. Miss Mary might be there in the background lurking. You never know. But who's the other one? I can't remember her name now. Well, I can't remember her name. That's, oh, come on, look. Do I know the fisherman John Lee? Apperson says. Yeah, I know who you mean. I don't think he does much fishing anymore. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of his brother. Julie, that's who I'm trying to think of. Julie, if you're there, hello. We'll go this way. Ryan Walker says I was in a coma. Tanaka says Bandem stocks finding Aston stopped banning. Right. Oh. Well, I'm going to turn this live off now because I've done an hour. I need to save my battery on my phone. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for all the likes. Apperson quickly says, do you do the walks often on lives around this part of Norfolk? Yes, I do, and I go to Sheringham as well, where the Priory Maze is, around that area, and on Beeston Bump. Miss Magpie says, have a great day everyone, take care. Preppy Girl says, so cool, wow. Tanaka says, right, whatever, Tanaka. Anyway, Military says, cool, hello. Absence says he passed away a few years ago. He was a counsellor as well. Oh right, I didn't realise. Actually, I think I do know who you mean. He's got a couple of daughters and a son. And he had a little fish shop outside the front of his house, next to the arcades in Cromer. Is that the same person, Upperson? Fizzy Lumpkins says, so what emotional void in your life does Elsa feel? That's private, personal information, that is, mate. Nothing for you to know or to even ask about. Miss Magpie says, ignore the rude questions, guy. Yeah, I do, Miss Magpie, don't worry. It's right. Thanks for sorting them out. absence is going to subscribe to channel. Love it. Thank you for chat. Lumpkin says, are you so close to Elsa? Anyway, like I said about 2-3 minutes ago, I was going to turn this off. So God bless you all. Thank you all for being here. And thank you for the likes and the subscribes if you have subscribed. And I will see you all